Yesterday, March 13th, 2026, a name started bouncing around every NFL feed, every sports talk show, and half the gossip sites on the internet. Jonathan Owens agreed to a one-year deal with the Indianapolis Colts. Now, if you follow football, you know the name. If you follow pop culture at all, you definitely know the name. He's married to Simone Biles, the most decorated American gymnast in history. And that part of the story tends to travel fast. But here's what you didn't see in those headlines. He's an undrafted free agent from a Division II school in Missouri who was cut 5 times. He trained alone in the Arizona desert while watching his former teammates drive past him. The fact that he's still in the NFL, heading into his 8th season, still earning contracts, still contributing, is one of the quietest underdog stories this league has produced in a long time. This is the story of how Jonathan Owens went from invisible to undeniable. Let's go back to the beginning. Jonathan James Owens was born on July 22, 1995, in St. Louis, Missouri. He grew up on the kind of block where football was the common language. He attended Loyola Academy of St. Louis before transferring to Christian Brothers College High School. At CBC, he played linebacker and won the program's Linebacker of the Year award. He was competitive, he was physical, and nobody from a major college program came calling. So Owens landed at Missouri Western State University, Division II. By his senior year 2017, Owens was named Missouri Western's Male Student Athlete of the Year. He finished his college career with 259 tackles, 7 interceptions, and 23 passes defensed across 43 games. But that call never came. The 2018 NFL Draft went all 7 rounds without Jonathan Owens hearing his name. But the day after the draft ended, the Arizona Cardinals offered him a chance as an undrafted free agent. A foot in the door. Then the door slammed shut. During the final week of organized team activities that May, Owens tore his anterior cruciate ligament, his ACL. Done. His entire rookie season was gone before a single preseason snap. He was placed on injured reserve and spent the next several months rehabbing. He came back for the 2019 training camp. He competed hard. He thought he had earned a spot. Then, the day after Arizona's final preseason game, they cut him. He later said it was the first time anyone had ever told him he wasn't good enough. After the Cardinals released him, he stayed in Arizona, found an open field right across the street from the Cardinals' practice facility, and he trained. Alone. No team, no coaches, no trainers. Just a small speaker, a jug of water, and himself. 1 week went by, then 2. No calls from any team. The doubt started creeping in. Then, in the 3rd week, his agent called. The Houston Texans wanted him for a workout. Houston signed him to their practice squad on September 30th, 2019. It was a lifeline. For the next 2 years, Owens lived in the gray zone of the NFL. Practice squad. Elevated to the active roster for a game. Backed down, waived, resigned. By his own count, he was cut 5 times before finally sticking on a 53-man roster. The everyday reality of a practice squad player is something most fans never think about. You practice every day, but on game day, you usually don't dress. You get a smaller paycheck, 0 job security, and the knowledge that any day could be your last. That was Jonathan Owens for the better part of 3 NFL seasons. But something changed in December 2021. The Texans had injuries and COVID absences hitting their secondary. On December 4th, Jonathan Owens was promoted to the active roster. 5 days later, the Texans signed him to a 2-year contract extension. The following week, Owens made his first career NFL start. He responded with 8 tackles. Solid, professional, dependable, but the moment that changed everything was coming 7 days later, December 26, 2021. The Los Angeles Chargers at NRG Stadium in Houston. In the second quarter, Herbert drops back and fires deep. Owens reads it. He follows Herbert's eyes, undercuts the route, and picks the ball off. His first career interception. On the sideline, his mother and his girlfriend at the time, Simone Biles, are going absolutely wild. That Owens interception swung the entire momentum of the game. After the game, Owens said he was glad he could provide that spark, but he wasn't done. In the fourth quarter, a fumble is forced. The ball comes loose, and there's Owens again. He jumps on it. Fumble recovery. Let's break that down. The Chargers are in a trips formation. Herbert wants to hit his receiver on a deep post route. Owens, playing single high safety, shows incredible field awareness. He doesn't bite on the underneath routes. Instead, he reads Herbert's shoulder dip, anticipates the throw, and breaks on the ball with perfect timing. It's a textbook example of a safety using film study to be in the right place at the right time. Houston wins 41-29. Owens finishes with 4 tackles, 1 interception, and 1 fumble recovery. 2 takeaways in a single game in his second NFL start. After spending 3 years on a practice squad, head coach David Culley said he was so proud of him. 2022 was the proof that it wasn't a fluke. Under head coach Lovie Smith, Owens started all 17 games for the Houston Texans. He recorded a career-high 125 tackles. He went from invisible to indispensable in 1 calendar year. In the spring of 2023, Owens signed with the Green Bay Packers. Around the same time, he and Simone Biles got married. In Green Bay, Owens played so well that he kept the starting role even after the original starter recovered from an injury. On Thanksgiving Day 2023, against the Detroit Lions, he recovered a fumble and returned it for a 27-yard touchdown. The first touchdown of his NFL career? Let's analyze this play. The Lions are running a play-action pass. Goff holds the ball a fraction too long, and Rashan Gary's speed off the edge is too much for the tackle. As Gary strips the ball, Owens, who is covering the middle of the field, shows his instincts. He doesn't hesitate. He immediately breaks towards the loose ball, scoops it up in stride, and has a clear path to the end zone. It's a play that highlights his awareness and ability to capitalize on opportunities. In March 2024, the Chicago Bears signed Owens to a 2-year deal. He played all 17 games. In 2025, his role shifted more toward special teams. He was no longer a starter. He was a role player, a veteran presence. And in the NFL, that still matters. Then came March 20-20-6. On March 13th, his agent confirmed he had agreed to a 1-year deal with the Indianapolis Colts. Owens would bring experience, special teams value, and the kind of reliability that only a man who has been cut 5 times and survived can offer. Jonathan Owens beat the odds. Not with one incredible play, though he had those. Not with one breakout season, though he had that too. He beat them with the thing that doesn't show up on any stat sheet. He refused to go away. He trained alone in the desert when no one was watching. Took the practice squad reps when the cameras were off. He studied film like a starter when he wasn't one. And when his opportunity finally came, 3 full years after entering the league, he was ready. That's not luck. That's preparation meeting persistence. If you're a young player sitting on a practice squad right now, wondering if it's ever going to happen, Jonathan Owens is the answer to your question. It might take 3 years. You might get cut 5 times. But if you keep showing up, keep working, the door can open. And when it does, you better be ready to walk through it.